What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we talked in a recent video about the possibility of a great one Rocky Mountain elk coming next in the Hunter Call of the Wild. And in this video, I want to talk a little bit more about another species of animal that could very well be the next great one coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild, and that is the fallow deer. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like on it. I really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers. But yeah, in this video, let's talk about the fallow deer, you guys. We know that there is a good chance there might be another great one coming with the next map that will be coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild in the next couple months. Usually in December, we get a new map in the Hunter Call of the Wild. So there could very well be a new great one. Rev on Thule Coast was the last map that came out, and we did get a new great one with that release, which was the black bear great one. So very good chance we could be maybe expecting another great one to be releasing simultaneously with this next map. And a lot of people are thinking that the possibility for a fallow deer is a very real possibility. A lot of people want it to be fallow deer. I'm a little bit indifferent as far as the fallow deer go, and I'll get into more of what I mean by that in this video. But yeah, if you missed the Rocky Mountain elk video talking about the possibility of the next great one being the Rocky Mountain elk, I'll leave the link in the description down below. You can get caught up and check out that one. I'm going to be making a couple more and talking about a couple more possibilities for the species. Of course, we don't know. It could be anything, but as far as what I think are the kind of real and the most likely possibilities for the next great ones, I'm going to be making kind of a series of videos, and this is the second video in that series, and we're going to be talking about the fallow deer. So let's just dive straight into that. And basically, fallow deer, man, before T. Aotearoa came out, fallow deer were probably my favorite species in the game. I absolutely loved trying to get a diamond in Hirschfelden. I did that for a very long time. I made a couple guides on the fallow deer in Hirschfelden. They were a very, very hard diamond to get. They were very fun to hunt, very challenging to hunt in Hirschfelden. And then T. Aotearoa came out. The first diamond that I got, I think it was on the second day of T. Aotearoa's release, was a fallow deer. And I ended up now to this day, I actually have 15 diamonds in my lodge, all from T. Aotearoa, all without grinding. So they are very rampant, very abundant, very, very easy to hunt in T. Aotearoa. One of the easier hunts as far as species and hunts that you can do in the Hunter Call of the Wild are fallow deer and T. Aotearoa. So that for me kind of ruined the fallow deer experience in Call of the Wild just a little bit for me. If we do end up getting the fallow deer great one, I would be definitely grinding them in Hirschfelden, and I'm not super against that. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think it would be a good challenge. I think it would make for a fun grind, a very interesting grind, trying to get it done in Hirschfelden. So I'm not super against the idea. Similar to what I said with the Rocky Mountain elk, I would love to see them do some rare variations that are exclusive to the great one only. Hopefully a few different antler variations of the fallow deer, big non-typical fallow deer. They look incredible. It would be an incredible looking species of great one, I think, in the game. I think they would do an amazing job with it and make it look absolutely stunning. So I'm not super against the idea. Of course, that brings us another great one in Hirschfelden and another great one to T. Aotearoa. It wouldn't bring a new great one to, you know, a map that doesn't currently have a great one, which is something that I'm kind of hoping for. I've talked a lot about the moose, and we're going to talk about that in a future video. But what I would really like to see, one of the main things that I would like to see from the next great one is to see another map that currently doesn't have a great one on it, get a great one added to that map, because I think that would just be really good for the game, really good for the community, to be adding great ones to maps that currently don't have them. And of course, and like I said, we'll talk about it in a future video, but of course moose would be the best option for that in my opinion. But fallow deer, so basically fallow deer are clearly a popular pick among the community. A lot of people would love to see a fallow deer great one. They are very popular species. A lot of people are hoping that this next great one will be fallow deer, so I think it would be really well received. That's one of the most important things for me. I think for me it's more about the hype generated from things, you know, the excitement, the new stuff that EW brings to Call of the Wild, the excitement generated, the hype generated from things. That's the most important part for me, getting people excited, getting people, you know, a lot of people have kind of stopped playing, aren't playing the game right now because we haven't really gotten anything big or any real hype being generated in quite a while here, so a lot of people have kind of stepped away. I think a lot of those people will be back. It's kind of that time of year. We tend to roll into the later part of the year, November, December, with clues coming out for a new map. We should be getting some new clues for a new map, which is always very, very exciting, and that tends to bring a lot of people back. And yeah, I'm just really, really excited for some new content in the Hunter Call of the Wild and for this next great one and for this next map. Another thing about fallow deer that we have to keep in mind is that fallow deer are very, very spread out around the world. There's been a lot of importing over the years. Fallow deer are extremely spread out, and there's a good chance that maybe the next map could even have fallow deer on it. So one thing that I am hoping is with this map release, if there is a simultaneous Great One release, is that the Great One is on the new map. I was really hoping that the new Great One that came out with the Revontuli release was going to be a species that was on Revontuli. I think most people thought that, and I think we were a little bit shocked when it turned out to be the black bear, who aren't even on Revontuli. I was hoping for the moose. A lot of people thought it might be the brown bear. But the other thing that we have to kind of take into account is if there is a brand new map with the new Great One, if that's the simultaneous release, that there's a good chance that it could be a species that's on the next map. And fallow deer are so spread out. Fallow deer are in the US, even Kentucky, Georgia. There's fallow deer in the UK, England, Scotland, Wales. Fallow deer are in Turkey. Australia has fallow deer. There are parts of Canada that now have fallow deer. They've been imported there over the years. And actually Hungary is the country that has the biggest population of fallow deer. So Hungary particularly could be definitely a very cool map in the Hunter Call of the Wild. I don't think a lot of people have talked about the possibility of a Hungary map. I know I haven't, but Hungary is vast animal populations in Hungary. Lots of different types of animals: deer, foxes, squirrels, wild boar, species of hares, wolves, jackals, lynx, beavers. Hungary could be a very, very cool map, and it could definitely have fallow deer. So that's the other thing that we have to take into account, is that the next map could have fallow deer on it, and that could make fallow deer specifically a very, very interesting next Great One, and I would have no problem with that whatsoever. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one, you guys. That covers everything that I wanted to talk about. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this series, if you want to see me do more of these. Let me know what species you guys want me to talk about as far as what the possibilities for the next Great Ones could be with this next release of the next Great One. What do you guys think the next Great One's going to be? Let me know down in the comments what species you guys are expecting or what you're hoping for the next Great One. Let's talk about the next map too. We got to start talking about that, get the conversation going. What do you guys want to see for the next map? What do you not want to see? What species do you want to see on the next map? Let's start talking about it in the comments. Thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. I really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers. And don't forget to hit the bell as well to get notifications every time I go live and upload videos, which I do every single day. Thank you guys very much. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.